Hey there, fellow beer bastards. I'm back with another beer review, I think. Yeah, that's what that guy is. Okay, so it is like super chilly, friggin' cold, so I'm trying to stay warm here. So probably won't get up or do too much, but when do I ever on these videos? Anywho, the beer I have today is the rather new Cashmere Hero from Revolution Brewing. Now, Revolution Brewing has has their Hero series of beer, and they are basically just various IPAs brewed with specific types of hops, and each one of them has special artwork. So they're called the hop heads, and they are essentially a group of heroes trying to save the world with beer, and each one of them has a different design. You got your Galaxy Hero, which looks pretty badass. Amarillo Hero looks pretty cool, and this guy's the brand new one, the Cashmere Hero. This guy's got 7.0% alcohol by volume. I don't know the IBU on it. I have not looked that up. I should have done that. Oh well. But this, as I said, this comes from Revolution Brewing. They've been gaining a lot of popularity, and they're from the Chicagoland area. So that area's been doing pretty well in the brewing industry. So they've come up with, there's been a lot of good breweries popping up around Chicago, and Revolution, I think, is probably by far one of the better ones. And I like what they're doing with their IPAs, and they have a lot of other stuff than just IPAs. They have a porter, brut style, rosés, and just and a Belgian gold as well. So they've got a little bit of a variety. So let's crack this guy open. I'm excited to try this one. All right. Pretty clear what you'd expect from an IPA, almost a little darker than a lager, kind of like a darker gold color. Got about a nice finger ahead there. Good rocky head as well. Ooh. I've never had Cashmere hops before. There's a little bit of citrus to that, mixed with some floral, I'm guessing. It's a bit different hops than what I'm used to, and just a very little pininess in it. So I'm hoping that's what the Cashmere brings to this. And from what I understand, Cashmere can be both a bittering and bittering hops, and as well as an additive hops for flavor and taste. It is not very bitter at all. Fairly light. It's not, well, I shouldn't say it's not bitter at all. It's not as bitter as your standard IPAs, but it does have a bitter aftertaste that's kind of lingering a little bit. It's slow to come in and sticks around for a little bit, but in my opinion, it's nothing nasty. But if you don't like IPAs, I would say obviously don't drink this. I have just a hint of citrus in here. And the pininess comes out in the aftertaste, but the main flavor of the beer is very, very earthy, I think. and I'm catching a slight breadiness to this. So they're probably using barley then as the malts for this, which would be expected given the color. So there's nothing caramely or dark going on this. So no heavy roasted malts or anything. Just probably standard barley, which is a good thing for IPAs. Yeah, this is a kind of a nice blend of all those flavors, the citrus, the earth, and the slight piney. I'm not too big on the pininess myself, but this is a very well done beer. I was only able to get a single can of this. I've seen this in the 12 pack or the 15 pack varieties, but I haven't seen it in anything else, like no 6 packs of this. I've just managed to get my hands on a single can at a local grocery store, which I thought was fairly odd. But if you want an IPA that's got a very nice mix of different flavors and not too bittery, I would suggest picking this up. It's kind of like in between, like what West Coast and New England style IPA would be like. It's not super juicy, yet it's got that in there, and it's not like overly bitter and piney, but that's still in there, and it's kind of on the stronger end of a West Coast. I don't really consider this would be a Midwest style, but I mean, this is where this is brewed, so I don't know. It's a very good mix, and I am a fan of this. I would probably buy this stuff if I saw it in a 6-pack somewhere. So with the complexities of this going on and everything, I would consider this. I would give this about an 8 out of 10. So if you find this stuff and you want to give Revolution Brewing a try, I'd say go for it. Stay thirsty, bastards.